If you are willing to explore the world of spirit and consciousness with an open mind, this video is for you. Some people have a divine gift that indicates that their nature is unusual and extraordinary, like that of a chosen one. Being a chosen one does not mean having magical powers or being like a superhero who can save the world from any danger or threat. It is about having gifts, unique spiritual powers, or a special destiny to fulfill a great purpose in. Whether you believe it or not, your body may be trying to show you a potential that you may have and are unaware of. Over the centuries and in different cultures, the idea of the chosen ones has occupied a large part of the collective imagination. It was believed that these individuals possessed extraordinary powers that distinguished them from the rest of humanity. There are some signs, including physical ones, that can reveal whether you are more special than you imagine. We are not talking about simple personality quirks or talents, but tangible traits. Pay attention. You may discover something extraordinary about yourself. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and activate the notification bell so that you can continue receiving our videos about the fascinating world of spirituality. A chosen one is not the type of person who feels happy or is content to just go with the flow of everyday life. While some people find comfort in their daily routines, a chosen one feels that there is something bigger out there. A rich life, far beyond having a good job, home, family, or following the rules of society. The idea of just fitting in and doing what everyone else does seems like a trap that limits them and prevents them from living life to the fullest. The search for truth and questioning the real value and meaning of things are characteristics that awaken their curiosity and drive them to explore and understand the mysteries of existence. Individuals with special gifts experience distinct phenomena that make them different. They have innate talents that flow naturally. Some of these abilities are quite evident, while others require great attention to be perceived. In some cases, some people may not even realize that they have these particular qualities and characteristics. In order to take into account someone's spiritual gifts, it is essential to investigate and discuss these talents openly. People with spiritual abilities rarely find support, mainly due to scientific and technological advances that generally have a more practical and rational concept and view of the world. However, some signs can identify if you have a spiritual gift that make you a special being. Having a spiritual gift means having skills, talents, or qualities that are considered to be of transcendent or spiritual origin, often inexplicable by the logic of the laws of science. This concept is commonly associated with various religious and philosophical traditions, but its interpretation can vary depending on the context. In many spiritual traditions, these gifts are seen as special abilities or talents that a person develops through a deeper connection with divine or spiritual energy. These gifts can involve intuition, healing abilities, prophetic gifts, clairvoyance, telepathy, among others. The Bible often treats the gifts of the Spirit as special attributes, where there is a particular predisposition or power that goes beyond material or rational abilities, often linked to a deeper dimension of human existence or consciousness. These gifts are seen as manifestations of divine grace, granted to build and strengthen people's faith and to fulfill God's purposes on earth. They go beyond simple talent or ability. They are channels through which the Holy Spirit acts directly, influencing not only the individual who possesses them, but also everyone around him or her. Through these gifts, God's presence becomes tangible, and His will is carried out in a way that goes beyond human logic, revealing a profound connection between the divine and everyday life. It is important to understand that the perception and interpretation of what constitutes a spiritual gift can vary widely between individuals, cultures, and religious beliefs. In addition to the more common gifts, a particular ability can also be included, where some people have the ability to understand languages other than those of their origin. For those who are privileged to possess these remarkable talents, the experience can become a burden, especially when they lack a deeper understanding of how to use and manage them. There are specific and uncommon traits that identify those who have powerful spiritual gifts. One such trait is empathy. People with spiritual gifts deeply value empathy in their lives. This ability not only allows them to intuitively feel and connect with the emotions of others, but also serves as a compass in their commitment to helping those who are struggling to cope with their emotions. The willingness to engage with the problems of others demonstrates how strong their empathic bond is in interpersonal relationships. Furthermore, For those who have spiritual sensitivities, empathy goes beyond simply understanding the feelings and moods of others. It becomes a way to share life experiences and promote mutual understanding, creating deep bonds based on emotional awareness. People with great spiritual gifts have the natural ability to detect negative energies around them, identifying when something is wrong in a given environment, even without obvious signs. They may also have difficulty sleeping in the early hours of the day, in the morning, often due to intense spiritual experiences during the night. On these occasions, it is common for them to face situations that require a high degree of emotional control, a characteristic of those with developed spiritual abilities. Thanks to their empathic nature and innate ability to sense negative energy, these people feel comfortable with only certain individuals. Unique people, often seen as eccentric or out of the ordinary, tend to feel attracted to those who have spiritual abilities, as if they were searching for a greater purpose for themselves and their lives. These individuals, although often labeled as strange or, in many cases, crazy, in fact have a unique perception, are awakening and are certainly ahead of their time compared to others. Therefore, they tend to instinctively seek guidance from someone wise and powerful who can guide them on their path. In addition, the chosen ones also attract the interest of strangers, curious people, those who seek guidance or are going through painful experiences or difficulties in some area of their lives. Acting as a tool for deep healing, both spiritually and emotionally, this situation makes the bearer of this spiritual talent seen as a special person in the eyes of others. Gifts can reveal themselves in different ways, and you may experience some of them, perceiving them as both a blessing and a challenge. If you have certain abilities, this may be a sign that you have been chosen for something much greater. Seeing auras or subtle energy fields around people and objects. This heightened vision can be disconcerting at first, but it is an amazing talent that allows you to see the world in a different way. This is your body's way of signaling that you are deeply connected to the energy of others. You may also notice that at night your vision adjusts quickly to darkness, allowing you to move around with ease while others struggle. This clarity is an expression of your extraordinary perception. Embrace these sensitivities, for they are not mere discomforts, but signs of your unique purpose in the world. Your heightened perception of light is a gateway to capturing subtle energies that many overlook. Noticing sequences of repeating numbers or patterns that manifest frequently are signs that are seen as messages from the universe or higher planes. If you have already identified them, know that they are not mere coincidences. These messages may be trying to communicate something to you. They may be trying to reveal hidden truths, answers to questions that are troubling you, or even signal changes that are coming. It's as if the universe is giving you a little warning, like, keep going, you're on the right path. Number sequences in spirituality are often associated with the presence of ascended masters or divine guidance. If you keep coming across these numbers, it could be an indication that you are being watched over and supported by beings of light. These patterns are extremely personal. What resonates with you may be different from what resonates with others. The key is to pay attention and trust your intuition. Remember, you are not alone in experiencing these synchronicities. Countless people have told stories of how these number patterns have appeared at crucial moments in their lives, offering guidance or comforting confirmation about something they wanted to know. So, the next time you notice a recurring number pattern, stop for a moment. It could be the universe trying to send you a message. Lucid dreams or visions can also be interpreted as gifts. For example, when you wake up in the middle of the night with your heart racing, still feeling the remnants of a vivid dream, almost as if it had been a real experience. This type of experience should not be interpreted as a simple, unremarkable dream, but rather as a spiritual connection that you establish during sleep. Perhaps you have glimpsed fragments of future events or symbols that seem to carry great meaning. Try keeping a dream journal. Write down what you remember, even if they are only fragments. Over time, you will learn to interpret them and understand what they really want to show you. Interpreting dreams is not an exact science, and not every dream is prophetic, of course, but if you consistently have dreams that seem meaningful or that come true, you may be receiving important messages through them. By recording these dreams and revisiting your notes, patterns may begin to emerge, helping you decipher what your subconscious or the universe is trying to communicate. Over time, you will develop the ability to distinguish between ordinary dreams and those that carry hidden messages. This process can be a powerful tool for self-awareness and spiritual growth, serving as guidance for you and others who need help. Unexplained physical sensations that you occasionally experience, such as tingling sensations on your skin, chills, goosebumps, or sudden changes in body temperature without any apparent cause. These occurrences can be puzzling and frightening. Tingling sensations can indicate the opening of your chakras or a heightened awareness of the subtle energies around you. Sudden heat can be interpreted as an increase in your spiritual energy, while chills and goosebumps can suggest the presence of spirits or energetic beings. Some of these sensations are signs of a spiritual awakening or increased energetic sensitivity. However, it is necessary to approach these experiences with a balanced perspective. Having a strong empathic capacity beyond the common can also be an indication that you have a great ability to connect spiritually with people. Empathy is the ability to understand and share feelings and emotions. It is putting yourself in someone else's shoes, empathizing and imagining what they are feeling. It is like having an amplified emotional radar that picks up the vibrations around you. If you are a highly sensitive person, you may find yourself deeply affected by the emotions of others. You can walk into a room and instantly feel the energy of the environment without anyone saying a word. It is as if you are tuned into a frequency that others cannot hear. This heightened sensitivity is not just about emotions. Your senses are always on alert, picking up more information than the average person. Being a highly sensitive person has its benefits. You are probably a great listener and a good friend, able to offer comfort, support, and understanding to the people you live with and even to strangers. It is very important to learn to protect your energy and give yourself time to recharge it. Accepting and acknowledging your spiritual abilities can be a powerful tool. It is not about changing who you are, but about learning to enjoy your unique gift. Because if you are deeply in tune with spirituality, you may simply be in touch with something extraordinary and fascinating. Another fact that occurs frequently is that even without consulting the weather forecast, people endowed with a gift have an ability to perceive impending weather changes. This predisposition allows them to anticipate variations in the weather or seasonal transitions regardless of official forecasts. Such sensitivity can be attributed to their deep connection with the natural world that these people possess. Feeling a special and profound connection with nature and animals is also an indication that you may possess spiritual abilities and skills. A chosen one notices that animals are naturally drawn to them and seem to become extremely calm in their presence. It has been discovered that even birds and butterflies can sense when there is something extraordinary about a person. Those who feel a special connection with animals have an unusual affinity and may be able to understand their emotions, assess their intentions or desires. Those chosen with a spiritual gift as a gift often act with gestures of constant kindness towards all beings. Exudes an aura of affection, instinctively awakening in animals a feeling of security and protection, and likewise, plants develop and thrive under their care. This bond may mean that nature spirits and animal guides recognize them as someone who cares about contributing to and caring for the well-being of the planet and its creatures. As with climate change predictions, a person with intense spiritual gifts tends to have frequent intuitions. These people often report feeling a stronger connection with the flow of life. This ability to see beyond the present moment provides an inner guidance that allows them to make better choices and decisions, influenced by a broader vision. It is as if they have access to an invisible map, which helps them navigate challenging situations and opportunities with a wisdom that goes beyond simple intuition. These intuitive perceptions are not just abstractions, but rather serve as a bridge through which spiritually gifted individuals connect with the world. This intuitive ability not only offers a glimpse into the future, but also serves as a means of being more empathetic and compassionate towards others as they understand the difficulties that people may be facing in their lives. Thus, the present moment goes beyond the perception of time, revealing itself as a valuable tool for guiding oneself and others towards growth and awareness. These people have a unique imagination, which leads them to build their own world, often preferring solitude, which can make it difficult to create stable relationships. In search of entertainment and inspiration, they create detailed scenarios in their minds, thanks to their incredible ability to imagine and conceive landscapes and environments. These extraordinary individuals are able to generate countless visions with great creativity and realism. This creative process provides a deep relief, uplifting the spirit and, in some cases, reducing the need for social interaction. Those who are beneficiaries of spiritual gifts also need to learn how to deal with insomnia and nightmares. Some nights, they may have difficulty sleeping as their mind is invaded by various visions, sometimes full of hidden meanings that suggest actions or precautions to avoid potential problems. On the other hand, these episodes allow these individuals to face and interpret these enigmatic nightmares, transforming them into opportunities for learning and growth that can be useful in real life. The impact of emotions on the outside world, when your emotions apparently exert an influence on your physical environment, can be an indication of your gift. Emotions serve as the pillars of these powers, like a sixth sense that warns through premonitory sensations what is about to happen. People with these qualities often feel disoriented in crowds, as if they cannot find their place and feel out of place. Being surrounded by so many people can trigger physical symptoms of discomfort, such as headaches and nausea. Your daily routine can often lead you to crowded situations, such as a subway or bus ride to work or shopping in a crowded mall. However, while for some people socializing is a common and comforting experience, for these individuals, being surrounded by many people can cause a deep discomfort to the point of developing an anxiety attack. Many of the signs we have discussed here can be explained by science, or it may simply be your subconscious processing information faster than your conscious mind. That is why it is essential to evaluate these experiences with a closer look before reaching conclusions about being a chosen one. Take a step back and reflect. See if there are logical explanations for what you are experiencing. Remember that it can be easy to fall into the trap of confirmation bias by seeing patterns where there are none. Even though it is exciting to think that you could be someone special, it is equally important to ground yourself in the reality of the facts. Being a chosen one is a valuable and extraordinary gift. Use these ideas as a starting point for your personal growth and self-development. In any case, always remember to prioritize your health and well-being. If you experience unusual symptoms or sensations, it is always advisable to first consult a health professional who can rule out any underlying disease. Each person is unique and special in their own way. Dedicate yourself to the task of being a better person for yourself and for others, regardless of whether you are a chosen one or not. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next content. Feel free to leave comments. Your experiences and reflections can be of great help to others. See you soon. Namaste.